Good evening, or should I say night, or good morning, depending on your point of view. This is actually not a stream, this is a recording that I'm doing just because what I'm doing here is Children's Week. Now, I've already done it on 2 of my characters, and getting the other 3 done because the mage has the nice little portal that we can do to go to all the different places we need to go. Alright, so let's start with... There's, in the early stages, there are 3 places you need to go. 3 different places. One is the Rocket Way. Never really explored that on the when we first went to Shara. Oops, going the wrong way. And we'll go ahead and explore that a little bit. Second place is visiting Sylvanas with your charge, your orphan. And the third is to visit not Malfurion, that was the Alliance. Third place is to visit Red Rocks and visit the spirit of former head of the Tauren. His name escapes me, but you know, we'll get it eventually. So we're doing this on 3 of our characters. Hang on. Once we do the 3 initial quests, there's a couple more at this level. Supposed to share ice cream and fly kites. And then one last one to turn your orphan in. Anyway, that is our goal here. This is the path for the Rocket Way, by the way. We should get the flight path too, but I'm not going to bother with it. And waiting for us here, let's follow, is a rocket. So let's call our orphans out. They have to get on the rocket too. And basically they're going to go through the whole scenario here. Now, he shouldn't actually have access to buttons, but what the heck? Because he's sitting in the back. Again, he shouldn't have access to controls. But this is meant to be fun, so looks like we have to call the orphan again, and since we all went out, they all have the same quest, so it doesn't matter that it's not their orphan. Alright, so we're done with this area. Let's go ahead and do a portal to Undercity. Alright, so the idea here is we're going to go to the Royal Quarter. Royal Quarter is down here. There's an entrance around the Apothecarium. So basically we need to go across the city. Of course. Now there are a number of achievements associated with this. Figure out where we are. Okay, we need to go this way. Perfect. Where'd you go? Wow, you're pretty far behind. Or you're stuck in that goo again. This is the entrance to the royal part of it. She is our war chief, but she does not actually stay in Orgrimmar like most war chiefs do. Because she has her own city. She's special. Alright, so one of them already has the orphan out. Let's go ahead and call the other two. Alright. Okay, so let's do this. Let's move away from Sylvanas a little bit and the others. And let us do a portal to Thunder Bluff. And what we're looking for actually isn't in Thunder Bluff. It's outside of Thunder Bluff, Red Rocks. It's in Mulgore. Oops, going the wrong way. And of course, we're stuck. Come on. Let me just get him to the entrance here. Now we all together. Yeah. Oops. Wrong one. The other two are still back in Orgrimmar. Because they've done their quest. Now there's some other achievements associated with this. If you complete daily quests with your orphan out, you get achievements for that. 5 daily quests with your orphan out. If you complete them with it, then you get an achievement for that. And also, if you take them to battlegrounds and do certain things, you get an achievement for those. And there's a meta for that. There's a, you know, one of those, I think it might be a title. Let's see. Events. Children's Week. Yeah, here's you can eat sweets in front of them. You can use your Hearthstone. We'll do that last. School of Hard Knocks. That's the one. Here's one of the things that we can't complete, and that is the Hail to the King. We can't do that yet because we're not at the right level. Take your orphan into battlegrounds. Complete the feats. Storm, Alterac Valley, Racy Basin, and Warsong Gulch. And for the children, yeah. You get a title of matron patron. But if we probably won't be able to do that this time around. It's one of those things that takes a little while to do. Oh, okay, there's some appropriate level stuff that goes on in here too, so. But we're not going to do that. Alright, so these are the spirits and things like that. Tomb of, what is this? Karen, that's it. And of course there's two last quests, that's 3 actually, that we need to do. And then the wrong screen. And telling a little bit of the story of Karen and things like that. Alright, so got the orphans out. It's Hearth. And Bing, we get the Home Alone. Alright. So we need to take the orphans for ice cream before we're done here. The ice cream parlor, if you want to call it that, is run by the goblins. Many grubbing goblins that they are. What's going on with you? So I have to tell you it's 3 a.m. here, 2 a.m. Actually, no, it's midnight server time. That's why things are so screwed up. But anyway, there's still a lot of people here. And it's a Thursday morning, is it? Thursday, no, it's Wednesday morning. And there's still a lot of people here. So we gotta buy some Cola Cold here. Same with everyone. And as long as we have the orphan out. Still has some hidden stash stuff here. Alright, so let's find the cone here. Same with this one. Alright, where's the cone? Here somewhere. We did get a cone for this one, didn't we? Maybe we got two. One of them. Here it is. Okay. Apparently didn't work. Had that happen on one of my other characters too, so. There we go. So obviously it's not a perfect thing. And it didn't work on that one either. That's really annoying. There we go. Alright, so this one at least is finished. And he got to level 47. Yay. Alright, so we're all done with that one. One more to finish on this round, and one more to finish to get the last of the orphan related quests. Now we want to keep the orphan out, at least with you, Portal. We're going to keep the orphans out while we do dailies here. So I've got the other two characters here. Looking for the toy person, and that is him actually. So let's get the dragon pack. Well, he's here. Let's have everyone get the dragon pack. Okay. Use the dragon pack. Or if it's gonna go nuts. Not gonna be able to reach him for a little while. Thankfully there's one sitting right here that we can turn the quest into. Uh-oh. Did he miss something? Uh-oh. Yeah, he already turned it in. Okay, never mind. This one here didn't turn it in, though. Ah. I knew there was another one here. Alright. So we need to find the toy maker again, toy seller. And he's probably moved on. And there he is. Wait. No, that's the Goblin Engineer, Supplement Engineer. Alright. Well, he wanders around, so let's go ahead and see if we can't find him. Guess the last quest is, there he is, to get a foam sword. And we don't actually use that, we actually just turn the quest in. And then the matron gives the orphan the sword. And we get to choose between all these little things. We can get a piglet, we can get a turtle, we can get a rat, we can get a snail. Or, if you've already done all these quests before, you can get 5 gold. Or a pet care package. I'll go with the piglet for everyone. Just for the consistency. So that is it for the orphan specific quests. We can now do the dailies with our orphans out. We still have the whistle in the orphan whistle. Reminds me of a Sound of Music. The captain calls his children with a whistle. Alright, so now we're all together again, we're all on the same page.
Warcraft.
Okay, why didn't I instantly share? Alright, so now everyone follows Barzak. And we gotta go kill some boars. And we have to remember when we turn these in to call our orphans. dismount. All attack the boar at once. Like we couldn't one-shot them all on our own. Yeah, this is by far the easiest cooking quest to do as a group. Everything else just takes forever. Ready? Let's go. Move out. 2 seconds at a time. Yeah, everyone's got to call out their orphans. And if we can find a Blingtron, we get credit for that as well, with the orphan out. That is a daily quest, technically. And we have the whole week to finish that particular okay. Perfect when it is with you. Yo man, gotta follow me. Yeah, follow. Alright, dismount. Call your charges.
Blood and thunder.
Alright, there's a little achievement there too. Alright, now if we take a look at our group events, daily chores, we now have one for that. The other two will have, I think 4 towards that, so. Two. I thought I did more than that. So you gotta make sure the orphans are out. She has 4. Okay. Anyway, that's Children's Week in a nutshell. We're never going to get to food card level before we're done here. So that's going to be pretty much it for Children's Week for us this year. Next year, we'll see. All right, but thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening.